What's up, YouTube? I know I haven't uploaded for a while. It's been a while, but today is an exciting and new day, and I'm gonna talk to you guys about my trout setups and what I'm gonna be using. And if you can't tell, the background is quite noisy. So I'm gonna start with ultralight to my heaviest. So this is my singling 12-to-1 plus 1, so it's a 13-to-1 ratio. With its 4-pound test. It's my first ultralight with a 6-foot rod, perfectly packaged to be go anywhere with me to microfish, and just a travel rod to carry for ultralight fishing. And then also getting set up for microfishing. This is my 4'8" ultralight action that can be set with 2 to 6 pound test. It's got 4-pound test on it. It is a Shakespeare. I think it's an ugly stick. Shakespeare Ugly Stick GX2. This is my microfishing rod, and that's for my trout and other stuff. And then here's another Shakespeare Ugly Stick GX2, but is 6 foot with a medium action with 6 to 8 pound line. I have 8-pound braided on here for don't want to go any don't want to go any higher than 8 or lower than 8. So, and monofilament works or fluorocarbon, but I like my braided a lot, just because it takes a lot to have a fish break off. It's going to be set with some spinners. And then I have my fly rod here with, I know it's not, this is a smallmouth fly, I know, but this is my 11-foot smallmouth trout fly rod. It's an Shakespeare Alpha. It's a 3-piece. I'm going to show you guys some of my favorite lures that I have caught my biggest fish on, my biggest trout on, and what I use as techniques and tactics. Now, when targeting trout, they're finicky. So, want to go light on fishing. A thing of bobbers. I'm going to add a couple more. The good stuff here. I've got Cleos, crawdad cranks, and trout love crawdad. Hilgramite fishing lures for trout too, but also for panfish. Panfish love Hilgramite. And then I got some minnow looking baits, limited edition, Rapala. And then a Rapala original floating. And then to my favorites, that are my go-tos, are spinners. Spinners. I have a whole bunch of spinners, from Cleo spinners, spin casting spinners, fly spinner, rooster tail spinners. I even got this spinner with minnow on it. To show that trout are fighting for. I think it's broke. No. And definitely my cast masters. Now, my biggest trout came off a cast master. For wild fish, wild trout, which is basically the wild brown trout and wild rainbows. But my biggest rainbow trout that I've caught is 17 and a half. Would have had one bigger if I had a net, but and then my biggest wild brown trout, was caught actually on a silver Castmaster with the 8-pound test set. And then my biggest brook trout I caught last year, and it was 16 and a half. I also use trout bait and corn, but they're not my go-tos because I have to have my body moving, so I'm always casting and spinning. Now, my techniques, when it's still fishing, I let it out there as long until a fish takes it. Now with fishing spinners, I always cast up in the current, let it float, and then reel up. And it's always around pools you want to cast, like deep pools, because the trout are going to be down low, and they're going to be feeding on the bottom for like hilgramites and stuff. But down on per se of fly fishing, always cast into the current, let it float, reel it in like this, and then bam, if a trout takes it, jerk, but not a whole lot, because you don't want to rip the fish's mouth or anything like that. And trout magnets also work very well. I mean, it's one of the best all-around baits out there. I know I don't have any trout magnets set up right now. I'm gonna have some for this year because I'm gonna be targeting a lot of trout this year. They'll break my PBs of both brown trout, brook trout, and rainbow trout. And hopefully it'll catch a golden rainbow trout, or as some people call it, palomino. But it's actually called golden rainbow trout in the book and on the organizer. And the scientific name is obviously like the rainbow trout, but it's yellow. And the reason why I don't like saying palomino is because palomino is a term that you call fish albino. You see what I mean? So, I'm okay. It's that it's a little cold out. Well, not cold, it's windy. But yeah, I'm going to be filming trout fishing videos, along with some bass fishing videos, pan fishing videos, catfishing, carp. I will be going fishing sometime for catfish here in the next couple weeks. For not only catfish, but for panfish. And go from there. And tournaments will be starting next Monday. And if you want to enter, my social media will be down in the description. Comment down below what kind of fishing videos you guys want to see. Until next time, keep fishing. I forgot to mention this. I will also be doing some turkey hunting videos and scouting and everything in the next couple weeks because turkey season is right around the corner. Until next time, keep fishing, keep doing what you do. Praise the Lord. And have a good day.